You know, thinking has become so easy to an extent that we have unconsciously become what we think about. And this is not news because we have often been told that as a man thinketh, he becomes. But how do you change who you are? The answer goes back to changing how you think. And how do you change how you think? The answer is catching yourself thinking. Actually, catching yourself thinking is the word.
The Gardner Show. The Gardner Show.
Then the question comes up, how can you change your life? Through changing how you think. Then how can you change how you think? It is catching yourself thinking. Actually, that is the word. You catch yourself thinking. And whenever you catch yourself thinking, then it's so easy for you to change who you are. And what is very surprising is that an average person, when I talk about average person, I mean you watching right now, you undergo 50 to 70 thoughts in just a minute, which is not surprising because man is a product of thoughts. But out of the 70 to 60 thoughts, 80 are negative. But the most surprising thing is that out of the 80, 95 of those thoughts
are negative.
That means 95 of the negative thoughts are repeated on a daily basis, which has made you live in autopilot. Literally meaning we are unconsciously becoming negative, becoming what we do not want to be in life because that's how we think. Negativity has become the order of the day. So the question comes back to how can we change our being? Changing our thoughts, catching our thoughts. Jews have a saying that whatever you name, you take full responsibility for or you control. And this happens in our societies today, especially those countries that were colonized by Britain. You find that when a woman is married, she takes up the name of the husband. Now, literally meaning the husband takes full responsibility of that woman who now happens to be his wife. He takes control. We as human beings, to change what we think, because it's out of what we think that we become, we need to catch ourselves thinking. And when you catch yourself thinking, that means you're going to name that thought. For example, when you're at work and you catch yourself thinking about your family or about your children, name that thought, acknowledge that thought. For example, I'm now thinking about my kids. What are they doing? Have they done their homework? Yes, catch it. Because when you acknowledge, when you name it, you take full responsibility over it. It ceases to control you. For example, you have a report that you've submitted to your boss. Ask yourself, catch yourself, I have to submit this report. Now, I'm now thinking about it. Now, the more you catch yourself thinking, the more you become conscious of that you're supposed to do in your thoughts, start becoming the master of your art. The more you become the captain of your own ship, because now you are consciously eliminating those thoughts that you do not wish to have and desire to think about. And once you continue doing this, literally meaning you're changing what you're thinking, and out of changing what you're thinking, you're changing your life because you're now conscious of that. As a result, you find yourself progressing and changing your life endeavors because you've always got yourself thinking. That means you're living consciously because you're now conscious of what you're feeding your mind and keeping in mind that whatever you think, what a man thinketh, he becomes.